protects us from our... Fighting only hurts those that cannot defend themselves. And with the troubles the houndsmen have brought about, I thought it was wise to prepare. I see now that I may have been mistaken. I hired the Gold Coast mercenaries just beyond our gates for protection. But no, they're more of a threat than anything else. Soon, they'll tire of our excuses. The young one's eyes shine at the thought, but I won't let their blood be shed for my actions. And to act, I must know the Gold Coast plans. Perhaps you'd be willing to help. The mercenaries of the Gold Coast drink our wine and eat our food. They are waiting. For what? We must find out. I've heard of a courier's arrival within the hour. I need his message before it gets into the hands of the Gold Coast. A matter of gold and a matter of pride. They've demanded more than agreed upon. Suspicious, yes? I believe they weigh two contracts, ours and another's. They wait on news from Colovia by courier. He comes from the north, set to arrive at a small camp just outside these gates. We must get the letter before anyone from the Gold Coast does. Search the campsite. If the courier is not yet there, lie in wait for him. I put my faith in you. Please, do not disappoint me. A matter of gold and a matter of pride. They've demanded more than agreed. As I said, I am not sure, which is why I must see that missive before it reaches the mercenaries' hands. Perhaps it is nothing. Perhaps it simply says to leave. But I cannot hold my family to perhaps. Most unfortunate that one had to die. Still, it's better one of their number falls than one of ours. You have the letter, yes? As I thought, they found their gold in a new employer. If you hadn't intercepted this, we would have been in a bloodbath. Come, this death will help us twofold. If you are willing to help as well, that is.
You talk to the girls, that's fine. You want more, you talk to me. You have to ask, I have nothing to tell you. When you know what you want, come talk to Rajmina.
The mercenaries wish to fight. Their blades must not be used against my people. So, we'll give them a new opponent. They'll soon realize their courier's late. We must quickly return him to their ranks. Ah, my friend, you misunderstand. You will be the courier. My children stole the body as soon as you left. It lies upstairs. Let's see if his uniform fits you. Let's see these clothes then. Rajmina is deaf with needle and thread, should they need adjustment. A simple switch, friend. The Gold Coast waits for orders, and we will give them. Deliver this altered letter to their captain. Let one enemy kill the other. Nearby, a pack of werewolves stalks and waits. No doubt they would tear us apart, if not for the mercenaries in their way. As the Gold Coast and the werewolves fight, it would be best if few survivors live to tell the tale.
What's this? You're not one of my men. What are you doing here? New courier? Good to see some fresh blood in the ranks. Now, let's see that letter. Not what I was expecting. Curious. You're relieved, soldier. Unless you want to go werewolf hunting. Well, I'm not paid to question orders. Time to rouse these louts out of their cups. Look alive, soldiers. We've got wolves to skin.
My friend, I must speak with you. Good to see you in one piece. I take it the captain didn't have any, questions you could not answer. Very good. The Gold Coast mercenaries are nothing if not skilled at fighting. The werewolves will be no match for them. Honorable Iralodro spoke highly of your skill. We'd hoped you'd follow through with our little deception. Kill the commanders in the mercenaries' ranks. Make it look as if they fell to werewolves. You'll need a paw from a werewolf for the right marks. That should distract them for a bit. Iralodro will be at the gates when you return. Be safe, friend.
What do you want?
You have the heart of a true trickster. Ah, but now they must consider a battle on two fronts. It will give them pause when the second courier arrives. We must close the net, and quickly. The ones in Colovia wait for a reply from the Gold Coast mercenaries. When they do not get one, they will send another courier, forewarned of treachery. Let us make sure none are left to answer the next message, shall we? We have the advantage. The mercenaries know only what they can hit with their swords. We Khajiit know when to put down the sword and take up a rose. Or in this case, a keg of rich drink. Oh, it will not be me, or you, I'm afraid. We extend this courtesy to our Gold Coast friends. I have a powder that causes deep sleep for many days. Afterwards, the user is too groggy to move, much less fight. It's not as simple as that, but yes, that is the first step. Take this powder and add it to the kegs in their camp. I've taken the liberty of offering some of my own vintage to them. A gift for their valiant battle with the werewolves.
That's not your brew, friend. Think I'm not looking? Think again. Hey, don't mess with the kegs. Touch that again and I'll take that hand off. Touch that again and I'll take that hand off. Hey, don't mess with the kegs. Think I'm not looking? Think again. That's not your brew, friend. Well,
I hear much merrymaking. Perhaps that secret ingredient is good for more than a severe hangover. Strike? My friend, you have learned little from me. Now, we must gather our greatest resource, gold. We'll buy the loyalty of the rest. Jenda, one of the traders, has already pledged to aid our venture. If the other merchants contribute, we'll have enough for a tasty bribe. You know firsthand how adept the mercenaries are at killing. These people are merchants, but they know it too. Just ask nicely. Be persuasive, cunning. Somehow I think they will do as you say. No tricks necessary.
I'll be back soon, madame.
I sell to the nobility.
I don't care how thick your skull is. Everybody needs a strong helm. Gotta protect our pretty faces, huh? Don't you think I know that? I hear them practicing day and night. This is about Aurora's scheme, isn't it? Well, I can't offer much, but whatever Aurora wants, he can have. I'd like to get out of this mess with my life and my goods, if at all possible.
Many years I have traveled in search of the finest luxuries. Have you ever lain on a rug that once graced the steps of the White Gold Tower? Or drank from a cup forged in the bowels of Ash Mountain? Don't repeat yourself. I know what's at stake. You'll have support, but make sure Ararol remembers us after he's out of this mess.
You'll need more than claws to get through well-forged armor. A small sword in between the cracks does the job in half the time. Ararol is mad if he thinks I'll pay for his mistakes. But this now involves all of us. Take my promise. I'll offer my aid when he wishes. It won't be gold, but it will be of some value nonetheless.
My friend, we have a problem. Come quickly. They took Honorable Irarodro. The Gold Coast captain was very angry. She and her men took Irarodro captive. She said I could go free if I brought this message to you. I didn't want to leave my master, but you can help him more than I can. At the captain's tent on the hill. I'll make arrangements with the traders while you are gone. Please, help my master.
So, you're the one who's working with this beast? Funny. You look familiar somehow. We've been under their employ for a short while. I had questions about recent events affecting me and my men. He wouldn't cooperate, so I was forced to take him prisoner. I won't release him until I get answers. As you please. But if you make any effort to free him, I'll take action. Swift, bloody action.
It's too dangerous for you to be here. Tabir, I told him to run for home, not for help. Shh, not so loud. To save us all, continue with the plan. If the mercenaries are bought off, the captain will have no support. She will be easy to take out then, but not before. No doubt the Bill has already gathered them together, but he's no good at negotiation, I fear. Ensure they get what they desire.
You returned. I kissed the 2 moons in thanks. The mercenaries await. The merchants arranged a strange bargain for them. I was expecting gold, but instead they brought entertainers. The mercenaries are less partial to riches and more to pleasure. I'm no good with such things. Entertainers, talking to them, I mean. You are a true friend to the Bandari. I'll tell you what I know. Each entertainer has a specialty of sorts that hopefully matches the tastes of the mercenaries. You'll just have to figure it out, I suppose.
I don't have all day to be waiting around. I don't know. I'm bored. Restless-like. I want to punch something. Or someone. Aw, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just looking for a little friendly competition, you know? Got anyone that could go toe-to-toe with me, you think?
Don't waste my time if you know what's good for you. Well, I'm a sellsword, so that's not a problem. Not in the market for gold, though. My boss can smell it a mile away. She'd know I two-timed her, and then I'm right back where I started. I think I pulled a muscle, and it aches real bad. Don't go spreading this around. But someone to knead it loose would really hit the spot.
My sword arm's getting stiff with all this waiting. Maybe I'll get some practice in before I leave. Yeah, I know. Sweet-tongued Khajiit told me all about it. Lots of promises, not much to show for it. So, when does the show start? No, not exactly. Was hoping for some refreshments beforehand, but I don't know what's decent around here. If you have anyone who can make a good sweet roll, that'd be great.
What's it want from Fasadu? No more room, no more. Bring more sugar next time. No, yes, let me be, stranger. Soon, I will be able to sleep in peace, soon. The dreams keep me awake. Why do they keep coming? Same face, same eyes. Fasadu tries to stay awake, but it's too much to take alone. Sweet mead is company for Fasadu. Yes, the sweets will chase the dreams away.
A fair day to you, friend. Care to try your strength against mine? I may not look like much, but in Morrowind I arm-wrestled many a Nord warrior to his knees.
Ah, fellow traveler. If you wish, I can relate some of my adventures to you. I've been told they are quite exciting. I'm a storyteller by trade, you see. Words are my instrument.
This dress is ridiculous. How can I cook a decent meal in this? Well, if you're interested in Bosmer cuisine, let me know. I'll change into something more practical.
My sword arm's getting stiff. Yeah, I know. No, not exactly. Was hoping for some refreshments beforehand, but I don't know what...
Well, this is quite a pickle I've gotten myself into. I've been hoodwinked into this. The cat outside said I couldn't leave until everyone else left. Whatever indignity you're here to inflict, let's make it quick.
Are you the mercenary we've heard so much about? I am skilled in the ways of the harp. Shall I strum a tune to relax your sore muscles?
To be with the Sylvanar on his wedding day must have been a real honor for you.
My sword arm's getting stiff with all this weight. Yeah, I know. No. That little one? She did smell nice. Like well-roasted venison. Not that I'd eat her. But anyone who can cook like that, I'd be glad to meet.
I don't have all day to be waiting around. I don't know. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just looking for a little friend. Oh, is she the Dark Elf? I like her moxie. And her biceps. I bet she could give me a run for my money. This'll be fun.
Some say Khajiit cannot retract their claws. It is not so. I am skilled in massaging away the hardest knots. My warm pads will melt your cares away, friend.
Don't waste my time. Well, I think I pulled a muscle. Really? I heard some of the others talk about his technique. Never thought I'd get kneaded on by a Khajiit, but I'll try anything to get rid of this knot. Yeah, sounds better the more I think about it. Good choice.
I saw 3 satisfied mercenaries leave here. Things went well then? The captain will have no one to support her should you attack. If there ever was a time to rescue Ur-mage, this is it. Please, go quickly and make sure he hasn't been harmed.
I have no way to truly repay you, friend. I'd prepared myself for death. I'm glad it was unnecessary. Enough for me and mine to sleep well tonight. The mercenaries have no reason to attack if they gain nothing. They are a people without honor. I am glad for it. I have never been so grateful for it to be business as usual. Travelers will come again. We will flourish. Wherever you go, you may meet one of our kind. And we will know your name as a friend of the Bandari.
The Bandari owe you a great debt, my friend.
Richmina will not be pleased to hear of this.
Good work, friend. I return to my slumber.
Is someone there? What's going on? I can't see. The living call us Oathbreakers, and imprisoned us in owls for rejecting the Green Pact. But these necromancers are harvesting us. We refuse to bend to Ifri's will, and we won't bend to the worm cult. The Bosmer planted stone altars and owls to keep the Oathbreakers trapped, but now the worm cult's corrupted them. I feel our bodies rising from the tar, and many of our spirits have already awakened. You must cleanse the altars to let us rest. Please hurry. Being trapped here is nothing like resting in the mires of owls. With worm cult blood and bone, kill them all. They must pay for their transgressions, just as we have. The Green Pact imprisons us, but we rather sleep in the tar forever than serve the worm cult for one day. The other Bosmer named us so because we refused the Green Pact. Why should we give up our shape-shifting abilities? We wished to live our lives as we always had, and were sequestered in owls for eternity. Those are Oathbreakers as well. Oathbreakers can shapeshift to many different forms at will, but some have recently become trapped in a single form by the worm cult's meddling.
Thank you! I return to my rest. I thought they'd never die. Thank you.
I cannot thank you enough. May the spirits guide you.
Why go on? Why go on?
Their deaths are only the beginning of their torment. I'll see to that.
Peace then, no. I cannot thank you enough. May the spirits guide you.
You've done it. We're safe. Come, find me. I wish to speak to you once again. Free at last. The altars are cleansed. My brothers and sisters will rest again. Once the worm cult's hold weakened, we destroyed our prison. Though we spurned Ifre's will, we don't deserve servitude to necromancers. I am the voice of Owls. When we were imprisoned, I chose to serve as envoy between Ifre's faithful and my kin. The Oath Breakers. We spurned Ifre's will, and we paid the price. Our lives. Ifre can be just as cruel as she is compassionate. Beware the wrath of gods, mortal. You've broken their power here. They may find another way, but we will be ready for them this time. For now, we must rest. Thank you for aiding us, though we are outcast. Perhaps we will meet again.
A fascinating encounter.
Please help. The worm cult got her. Spinner in Dinael tried to stop the worm cult from defiling this burial site. They took her. I saw her near the center of Ours, held captive at one of the altars. I can't imagine what they'll do to her if someone doesn't stop them. We guard the ancient burial site of Ours from those who disturb the spirit. But that part of the story's not important yet. You have to save her. Go along the road. Look for the altar in the water, please.
Someone found help. I feared it would soon be too late. Safe? None of us are safe. All the threads are breaking apart. The worm cult awakens the Oathbreakers. The necromancers enslave the spirits of Ours. You must stop this. The necromancers bound and bled me. I sent the other spinners to get help, but it's too late to save me now. My tale comes to an end. But that's not important. The worm cults come to deny the shapeshifters their eternal slumber. The worm cult wants to enslave the ancient spirits in this Maya. The Bosma buried here spurned the Green Pact long ago. Shapeshifters, unwilling to submit to Ifre's will. They are eternally trapped and eternally protected. Spriggans once guarded these burial grounds from those who would intrude or escape. The necromancers slaughtered them and stole the heartwood from their corpses. You must burn the heartwood before they can use it to control the spirits.
spirits remain in ours, we'll give them a warm welcome.
My death is the beginning of a new story. Not a happy one, I fear. I feel the pulse of the worm cult. I must resist. Mortal trappings are unimportant. I must see this place kept safe. Have you burned away the heartwood? Is it out of the worm cult's clutches? Then you've thwarted the necromancer's plans to enslave the creatures of ours. They've one recourse left to them, but with your help, I can stop it. Thanks to you, their plan of an army of shapeshifters has failed. Now they must put all their energy into creating one powerful creature. You must get what they need before they discover it. I've hidden it in a sack nearby. Go! Quickly! The spinner's not without defenses. I'm a storyteller. I simply changed the narrative. I hid the thread of its existence behind a tangle in Asus' story. The worm cult, intent on their own plot, didn't unravel the knot. Cleverly hidden in plain sight. That totem is one of the most powerful relics in my possession. It will keep the worm cult from mastering the Oathbreakers. But first, you must prepare. You will need the strength of a powerful Oathbreaker in order to overcome the necromancers. Guardian Kellenron was the strongest shapeshifter of those who refused the Green Pact. Ever since the totem of Ifre bound him here, he has protected the other spirits. When the woods were new and wild, we were shapeshifters. It was necessary back then since the Valen wood had not settled on one form either. Ifre gave all of the Valen wood a form and a purpose, but some Bosmo refused the gift. They remain wild. You'll have to defeat him in battle to disperse his excess energy. The totem will absorb the wisps left from his exertion. He's aided the spinners for centuries, but still, he's more likely to fight you than help willingly.
You dare violate the ancient grounds? What are you doing? No! Who do you think you are, taking my energy? You think defeating me once will be enough to enslave my spirit? I'll see your bones sink into the tar first. Who do you think you are, taking my energy? Of course I am. My lion form suffices to dispatch trespassers. Well, usually. Now I ask the questions. Who are you, and what do you want? The totem of Ifre. Yndinael would never part with that. Not while she lives. But she doesn't live, does she? I would feel her presence if she did. You didn't steal it from her, did you? Well, why don't you ask her yourself and stop bugging me? You've drained most of my spiritual essence with it. That is as much of a contribution as I'm willing to make. I know you can't. The totem is fully charged. You're not as much of a pushover as I first thought. Look for me again soon. Maybe I'll give you a hand. But you still need to find Spinner and Yndinael. I don't know what she's cooking up.
search for knowledge continues.
Spirits remain in ours. We'll give them a warm welcome.
Good work, friend. I return to my slumber. I thought they'd never die. Thank you.
We finally decided to disobey Spinner and Dinael, and it's a good thing we did. Indrith and I saw the cultists carrying a body inside the cave here. We have no weapons. We can't fight the least of the undead, let alone the cultists.
They've taken her inside, haven't they? Are we too late? Then all is lost. The stories tell of a dark creature, fueled by pure essence at its core. That is Spinner and Dinael. She will become a terrible undead being, a servant to command the legions of the worm cult. They make her their puppet. Wait, you have it. The totem of Ifre. She must have known, must have seen her fate. She sent you to save her. You need to get inside, and quickly. The worm cult's already started their plans. You must use the totem to stop them. Use it on the creature you find inside the caves. The worm cult controls it now, but the totem may be able to break their power over it, or even destroy it entirely.
I said I'd help you, right? My friend will watch your back.
Seems a waste of time. Excellent. But we can always do better.
Thank you for saving Spinner in Dinael's spirit from the worm cult. If she'd remained a lich, we'd all be doomed.
You've saved the spinner. Now she can join the other spirits in eternal slumber. Thank you.
The threads of ours are repaired. You saved the Oathbreakers, and perhaps all of the Valen wood. The threads pulled in every direction. They threatened to snap. My death was the least of the evils possible. With your help, I challenged the story, and with your strength, I was able to change my fate. A weapon is only as good as its wielder. Not 1 in 100 could have used the totem to direct their will. The totem is sacred among the spinners, so it must be returned. I've asked Gwilyn to thank you personally for your aid.
The worm cult can dig in the mire all they want. Ours is protected from their necromancy, thanks to you. It's my duty. Her spirit will linger a little while longer, along with the Oathbreakers disturbed by the worm cult. I'll have to use that time to learn as much as I can. Once the cultists leave, all of the spirits can enjoy their endless rest again.